Hey YouTube, how's it going? AxuFX here. Today I'm just going to be giving you a short tutorial on how to make a nice glossy logo. And we're going to start from fresh here. Alright, so first we're going to go into MoGraph. Oh, wait, and before this, for this we're going to be needing Cinema 4D and Photoshop CS5.1. Or just CS5. Alright, let's get started. First we're going to go into our Cinema 4D and we're going to go to MoGraph. Then we're going to go to text object, and for this I'm just going to type in deluxe, but you can obviously have it just the way that you like it, just like yours. Okay, after we have that, what we're going to do is we're going to cap, fillet cap, we're going to cap, fillet cap, and then fillet cap. Okay, and then now we're going to look at it. It looks pretty nice. Alright, now we're going to go to the depth and change that to 60. Just like that. Pretty simple so far, nothing that big. Okay, now we're going to go to horizontal spacing, okay? And then you're going to want to make sure that they're really close together. Not too close, but really close. There we go, that's nice. Okay, so I'd say around 11, 10, 12, around there. Okay, next we're going to go to font, and I use Raise 1 Original for graffiti fonts. It's a really nice font, and some of you people are probably like, oh, this looks like your speed art video. Yeah, well, this is the speed art video. Let's take a look at that. That looks nice. Deluxe. That looks real nice. Alright, we're going to make it a little bit smaller. Alright, there we go. And we're going to render just to make sure it's alright. Okay, it looks really nice. Alright, now depending on what you like most out of colors, you're going to double click here. You're going to double click there, alright? And then a new material is going to come up, or you can do File, New Material. Okay, and then you're going to double click on the new material. Okay, and then you're going to turn specular off. And then you're going to change the color, whatever you want. For this, I might put it as a nice green, nice glossy green. Light, dark, around there. Okay, and now it looks pretty plain, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into reflection, texture, hit the little triangle, and then we're going to go to Fresnel. Okay, now it looks really nice and glossy, really nice and smooth. Okay, we're going to put that on our text, take a look. Beautiful, right there, looks nice. And don't worry, it just looks like it isn't HD, but it is. Okay, now we're going to go into our render settings, alright? And then we're going to change that to 1080, and then the height, 720. Everything else here is fine, everything else in output is good. Make sure general is on full render, okay? Save, you want to have it as a PNG file, okay? And turn alpha channel, check alpha channel, because you don't want to render the background, you just want to render the text. So turn on alpha channel. Now we're going to go on to anti-aliasing, okay, best. You're going to go from geometry to best, and then everything else is good. Okay, checking, yeah, everything else is good. Okay, so we're not going to need that for now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hit render, the middle, looks like a camera thing, and it doesn't look HD, but it actually is, okay? So don't worry about that. You're going to go to File, Save As, and make sure it's the PNG, and the DPI is 72. And then for this, I'm just going to type it in as Deluxe YouTube. Okay, save that. Okay, now we're going to need one more thing, okay? So you can delete the object if you already have it. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to go into the square, or the forms, alright? And then we're going to go to cylinder. You're going to want to turn the radius to around 4. Okay, so it's nice and skinny. And then the height to 1000. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to rotate it about 90 degrees. Turn it about 90 degrees. That's close enough. Alright, so once you got that 90 degrees on, looks nice. Okay, we're going to just do the same thing one more time. Get another cylinder. 4, 1000, Okay. And then we're going to rotate it 90 degrees again. Boom. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put this a little higher up. Alright. And now this a little higher up. Perfect. Alright. And for this, what it will be doing is it's just going to have a nice, like, bars under or behind our text, just like in my speed art. We're going to make a new material, and I like white behind mine, so you're going to go to color and turn all your knobs right to the top. Okay, so it's nice and white. Reflection, texture, Fresnel once again, alright? And then you're going to put white back on your things, on both your bars. So it looks like this. That looks nice. Alright. This is the guy, the deluxe. Yeah, that's the guy right here. One sec, gotta say goodbye to him, because, like, he's awesome. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, now we're gonna maybe move them just a little closer together, so they're almost touching, but you don't want them to touch. There, you can see a little bit of spacing in between them. That's good. We're gonna render that. Okay, and then we're going to go File, Save Picture As, and then just do the same thing, Deluxe, YT, but 2, because you don't want to overwrite the file. So now we have both of our files. Now we're going to go into our Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop. Okay, we're going to go to File, Open, okay, and then we're going to open both of our stuff. Okay, look at that. Nice HD. Looks really nice. Okay, and then we're going to finally open the other one. Open, and then the Deluxe YT2. Okay, now we have the bars. Look, oh god. I messed up the height here. Make sure they're both exactly the same height. It's critical. One sec. I have to turn this like 0.3 degrees. That's 0.6. That's 0.4. That's close. Okay, I'm just going to delete this cylinder and do it again. Sorry for this. You want to make sure they're both exactly on 90. Because I already checked this one's already on 90. So this one... Oh, I had it. No. Come on. No. Oh. Come on. You're ruining my video. Yeah, there we go. 90 degrees. There we go. Okay, change that to 4. 1000. And then put them closer up together. Boom, look at that. There, looks better. Put white on it. Oops. Put white on it. Okay. Render. File, save picture as. And then I'm going to overwrite the file because I just messed up. My T2. Yes. Okay. Now we're going to go back into this, and we're going to exit it out of that. But that's just for me. You probably did it already right. Okay, we're going to go to File, Save As. Oh, or sorry, no, not Save As. What am I saying? We're going to File, Open. Okay, and then we're going to take out the lines. There we go. Nice and straight. Looks nice. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our square outlining thing, and we're just going to go over the whole thing. Alright, like that. Then we're going to go to Edit, Copy Merged, okay? And then we're going to go back into our text, and then we're going to hit Edit, Paste, and then you can see the bars. But then we're going to take layer 1 and put it under layer 0. And then we're just going to move this in place so the bars are nice aligned in the middle. Okay. And now we can do a little editing to the bars. So I'm just looking right here. Drop shadow. Doesn't look that great. Inner shadow. Glows would probably look nice. The outer glow, turn that to black. And black outer glow. Yeah, looks nice. Looks nice. Okay, and beveled, you want to put beveled emboss on? Okay. Wait, let's check that satin. No, don't have satin on. No, okay. Stroke, no. That just makes it look too dark. Alright, so all we're going to need for the two lines in the background, beveled emboss and outer glow, and change your outer glow to black. Okay, guys, it's just as simple as that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go File. Okay, we're going to Save As. Okay, and what I'm going to do is we're going to go to Photoshop and hit that. And then we're going to change it to a PNG because PNG renders it in HD. So I'm going to change that and put that to Final Product. Final Product. Okay. Save that, and then interlaced, you want to have that as none, and it already is at none. So just hit OK, and then we're going to go to your documents. Alright, and I saved mine in my Cinema 4D stuff. Alright, so we have to find the YouTube Final Product, the deluxe Final Product. Oh, I have to close the program. Okay, you're going to just close the program. Just save. Make sure you save as. I'm just too lazy to do it. Okay, going to go to your documents or wherever you saved it to. Get it. Okay. Okay, what the hell? Choose the program you want to open the. Okay, PNG. Here we go. Boom. Take a look at that. That's nice. Okay, guys, as you can see, it's nice in HD, a nice graffiti font. It's just amazing. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Please stay tuned. Please like, favorite if this helped you out. I do free GFX. I make logos, intros, backgrounds, all that stuff. So please send me a private message or add me on Skype at Axu Studios. Okay, thanks guys so much, and I hope you really enjoyed that tutorial. So, have nice logo making time, I guess. Okay guys, I'll see you later. Bye.